Siamo a Venezia, qui tutto è speciale, merito del fatto.
We are in Venice. Here everything is special because it's a charming place. Let us be swept away by this atmosphere and try to imagine the boat of our dreams, an exclusive model made for people who love beauty and art.
VIZIANELLO costruisce le barche da 3 generazioni e lo fa in modo artigianale.
VIZIANELLO has been building boats for 3 generations and does so in an artisanal way, with the utmost care, so that the masterpieces last over time and become year after year more and more precious. They know how to design them, because in Venice, boats are the only means of transport, and contrary to what one might imagine, even if this is a lagoon, the intense traffic generates waves that severely engage the hulls.
Questa è Thunder.
This is Thunder, designed by Nuvolari and Leonard. Their work is so top-notch that any praise for this design firm would fall short.
Come definirla? Taxi, water.
How can we define it? A taxi, a water limousine, a top-of-the-range tender. For me, it is a magnificent boat that everyone can interpret as they want, personalizing it, for example. It is perfect for these waters, for the canals of Venice, but it would also be perfect in Amsterdam or Miami. Anyone would turn their head to admire it when seeing it pass by.
Devo svelarvi il materiale di costruzione.
I must reveal the construction material to you. But first, I want to show you the model they are working on right now.
È tutto di mogano, scafo, ordinate, coperte.
It's all mahogany, hull, frame, deck. It's a masterpiece, a unique and rare piece.
La barca che stiamo provando, invece,
Instead, the boat we are testing is in fiberglass, but I bet no one would realize that this is a faux mahogany cladding.
in questo caso, infatti.
In fact, in this specific case, the customer requested the elegance but also practicality.
Sì, però io preferisco.
Although I prefer the other boat, meaning the one we saw at the construction site, because wood is a material that stays alive, just like a love that never ends.
VIZIANELLO ha costruito soprattutto.
VIZIANELLO has built mainly working boats, boats that are used every day in the marine environment, which are subjected to all kinds of stress.
Ogni elemento quindi deve essere.
Therefore, each element must be sized to resist. Every detail is made to last over time. In short, they are boats made for those who know how to appreciate their quality.
Le barche di VIZIANELLO le abbiamo.
We have seen the boats in VIZIANELLO photographed with the movie stars and celebrities from fashion and the entertainment world. But we must not think that they are just beautiful. They are also solid.
Essendo costruite una a una, non c'è.
Since they are built one by one, and certainly not in series, these boats can be completely customized.
Adesso andiamo.
Now let's navigate a bit and pay attention, because I'm not going to press any buttons. The only thing I have to do is push the throttle lever forward.
Si potrebbe pensare che una piccola realtà artigianale come questa non sia in grado di competere.
One might think that a small artisan reality like this is not able to compete with the great giants of the nautical industry, but it is exactly the opposite. They developed a diesel and electric hybrid system on their own.
Stiamo navigando in un canale.
We are navigating in a canal in Venice, in complete silence. I'm going to stop talking so you can appreciate the silence.
Si apprezza ancora di più la magia di questo ambiente, l'atmosfera di questo luogo.
If you could navigate without polluting, without emitting emissions of any kind, not even sound, you could even more enjoy this environment and the atmosphere of this place. What you are hearing is another boat, another engine, and not this one.
Sul pannello della Simrad troviamo tutti i dati che ci
On
servono.
the Simrad panel, we find all the data we need to check the energy we have available.
C'è un gruppo di batterie, ovviamente.
There is a battery pack and, of course, the electric engine, which reaches a power of 35 kilowatts.
Abbiamo l'indicatore che ci dice quanto
Over here, we have the indicator that tells us how much charge we have available, if we are consuming or if we are recharging the batteries with the diesel engine. It's all very clear.
abbiamo la temperatura del motore
We have the temperature of the electric engine and the temperature of the diesel engine.
ovviamente
Of course, that of the water and the temperature to be kept under control for cooling.
e in modalità elettrica possiamo
In electric mode, we can accelerate up to the speed of 12 kilometers per hour.
Sono sensazioni che
These are sensations that are even difficult to describe and experience through a camera.
una telecamera, ma forse ci
But perhaps you are able to perceive the difference in this way of navigating.
Sì, d'accordo. Il motore elettrico però ha una potenza
I know, the
limitata.
electric engine has limited power, and what if we need more thrust?
Basta
Just speed up.
accelerare.
Listen up. The diesel engine started,
Ed è partito
and it did so by simply moving the throttle lever forward.
Un'azione semplicissima, non ho dovuto intervenire.
It's a very simple action. I did not have to intervene on any instrumentation or on any buttons or controls.
Semplicemente ho aumentato
I simply increased the throttle position.
Adesso in questa fase
Now in this phase, the electric engine has become an alternator and therefore allows the batteries to be recharged.
e lo strumento
And the instrument tells us exactly what it is doing, how much energy we have,
quanta energia abbiamo, quanta ne stiamo
how much we are putting into the batteries.
con il motore diesel. La spinta
With the diesel engine, the thrust is very effective.
Se per navigare nella laguna veneta a Venezia
To navigate in the Venetian lagoon and on a boat intended for public transport,
il
the
limite
limit here is 150 horsepower, and this 16-cylinder Hyundai has been limited to precisely that power.
siamo decisamente in
We're definitely on plane at 20 kilometers per hour. Yes, you heard me right, because here in Venice they use kilometers per hour rather than knots or miles per hour.
consumo bassissimo. Siamo
Very low consumption. We are under a litre for every kilometre.
alla velocità di 30
At a speed of 30 kilometers per hour, we are always in the same condition.
meno di un litro di
Less than a litre of diesel to cover a kilometre.
piacevolissima da guidare con una notevole
It is very pleasant to pilot, with a remarkable response to the rudder, mainly due to the stern drive. Here we are in the open waters, so we can give it a little more gas. Venice is beautiful, isn't it?
velocità 41
Speed 41 kilometers per hour, maximum consumption 32 litres per hour.
beccheggiamo un po' su queste
We
onde
pitch a little on these waters, but in a very gentle, very smooth way.
ora pensate che tutto questo impianto
Now think that this whole system is made up of a diesel engine,
da un motore elettrico di Huracan Electric
an electric motor with Huracan electric power, and then a whole system that has been studied in-house by the shipyard,
naturalmente con la collaborazione di
and of
SIM
course with the collaboration of Simrad in regard to the control panel and some functions.
e poi grazie a
And also thanks to a development that was supported by Venezia Turismo of the Ale Laguna Group.
per darci la possibilità di navigare in queste acque in una maniera
Give
completamente
us the opportunity to navigate these waters in a completely different way, as we have seen, without polluting, in absolute silence, when we need it and with the power we need.
E voglio farvi vedere
I
un'ultima
want to show you one last thing that will surely be useful to those who will use taxis here in Venice,
ai comandanti che avranno il timone di queste
to the captains who will have the helm of these fantastic boats. Check this out. Let's wait a moment. Turn off the gas.
Dopo qualche istante si spegne il motore.
After a few moments, the diesel engine turns off and we're back to electric mode. Now, suppose we keep navigating with the electric engine.
Sappiamo che può darci una spinta relativa, ma a Venezia, nel traffico dei canali,
We know that it can give us a relative boost, But what if in Venice, in the traffic of the canals, we suddenly need a lot of power to stop the boat? Just pull back the throttle and immediately the electric engine starts and allows us to stop.
Hanno studiato veramente un sistema.
They really studied a system suitable for these waters.